understanding of where the student is. And so what you're saying is, I want to find a way that I can express it and they can hear it.
Yes.
I don't want to express it in a way that is so far out that doors begin slamming shut before they've even heard what's going on. And that's why we're saying your interaction with one and then another will give you a sort of basis of confidence. But here's the thing that we really want to say about this specific subject, to give you sort of an end run. In other words, to give you a way of approaching it with effectiveness without freaking everybody out about it. So consider this. As I've been interacting with so many of these children, I personally can feel the power of who they are. Now, nobody's going to argue with that. That's not going to freak anybody out. I can feel clarity from them that I don't always see. There's a deliciousness about them that is intoxicating to me. In other words, speak about how you feel drawn to them, to their power and clarity. And then say, I began thinking about, now, you can get a little religious if you want to. More of them would be comfortable with that than this. So then you can say, and I began asking myself, why would a loving God send pure, blessed beings forth as flawed and inferior? And I had to think. I don't believe that a loving God would. We must be misunderstanding. So, here they are. And if a loving God would not send them forth as flawed, that took me to the thought, maybe they aren't flawed. Maybe they're different, but not flawed. And then I thought about the basis of human interaction and how important communication is. And I thought, what if this loving God has set forth these children who are different to communicate in an evolved and expanded way? What if they have the ability to move beyond word? And then say, I always thought that human was the most advanced at all. And my dog, who often knows exactly what I'm thinking, very rarely says it right out loud in a way that anyone else could understand. And nobody ever wants to believe that the dog is more advanced than me, and that tripped me up, because when the children couldn't talk, I thought they must be less advanced like the dog, not more advanced in some way, and I think that's where I got off in my thinking. And once I crossed that milestone, once I realized that it is possible for this loving God to have sent forth these magnificent children, and that they may very well be advanced, once the idea occurred to me that they are advanced, not less than, now I wanted to begin to explore the possibility of that, and I began watching them. And I thought, what is it that all of us want? Whether it is a pile of money or a relationship or an experience or a circumstance or event, why do we want the things we want? And I thought, we want them because we think we'll be happier in having them. And then I looked at these children, and I got to tell you that aside from the frustration that is fostered in them from trying to get them to do things that they cannot easily do, they are mostly happy children. And I thought, they are. They are advanced. They have come forth understanding something that many of us want to understand. They have a bead on happiness. You can leave it there at first. You can say, so now my quest, I can feel that my mission, the goal that I've set for myself, I'm going to explore these children from the premise that they are advanced, not flawed. I'm going to explore these children from the premise that they have something to teach us, not that they are inferior and need teaching from us. That's the stance I'm taking. And then begin to tell this story and this story and this story and this story and this story of this little one and his relationship with his mother and what it was like before and now what it's like and how they are communicating and what a wonderful world it is. And it is our promise to you that once they get the vibration square between them, the words will come.
Yes.
But the words are not going to come until the vibration is lined up, you see. When you demand words without vibration being lined up, you're not going to get it. You'll have the success that you're looking for, and they will not shun you. They will put you on a pedestal and say, you figured it out.
It's mind-boggling. It changes our whole notion of what is intelligence and what is learning. It is at the fundamental understanding of what is human.
Those are perfect words. It changes your fundamental understanding of communication as well, because you think you're communicating through words, but you are not. You are communicating through attitude. You can't be mad at someone and use flowery, smiley words and communicate anything other than that you are mad at them, because your vibration is much, much bigger than your words. And you live in a society, and most of those people that you know and all of those teachers, they are hypocritical. They are phonies. This is what is sending the children crazy. Mothers say, "Don't you know I love you?" when there's no love in her vibration whatsoever, you see. Good time for a segment of refreshment.